Okay, so I hear this, and I've always heard it, and I haven't heard anything different, that people recommend to those who seek to make a low maintenance tank to use um, no plants, or if they do choose to use plants, use slow growing, um, low light plants, then have low light, don't use high light, and they tell them all this stuff, and they don't realize it, which is essentially making the person create a low energy tank. And a low energy tank is harder to keep stable, and it's not the right way to do it. My tanks, my small low maintenance tanks, are high energy because just like anything, energy is what you use to do work. If you don't have energy, you can't do work. Just like you, without energy, you are less efficient, and you probably, if you do have enough to perform a function, you're probably not going to do it as well. And with these systems in particular, they can't receive feedback from the environment as much when they have low energy input. That less feedback is going to equate to less ability to respond to the environment and to reorganize themselves to work better with the environment. And that's what you want. That's what a low maintenance tank is supposed to give you. It's supposed to be balanced in what's called a steady state, and it's supposed to remain in a steady state. So it's supposed to be resilient to disturbances and recover quickly. And it can't do that, and it's going to be very difficult to do that if you manage it, and even more difficult to keep it there, because low energy systems just don't have the energy to respond to change, and they don't receive as much feedback. They can't support as much going on, and they are slower moving, so they can't respond as quickly in the first place. So there's lots of reasons why a low energy quote low maintenance tank is a very bad idea, and you actually want the opposite. You want a tank with lots of biodiversity, plants and animals alike. You want high light, because that's going to give you high net productivity, primary productivity, which is basically energy that is now in the system that's going to flow through the components. And the maximum power principle states that systems will reorganize themselves to maximize the throughput of that energy through itself. So it's going to reorganize itself to make the best use of the energy that it has flowing through it. And it's going to create a system that is very fast moving. It is adaptable because it can receive feedback. It has all the energy it needs to perform whatever function it needs. It can reorganize itself and spend the energy to do it efficiently and accurately because it's there. And basically, it's the hobby's got it wrong. You want a high energy system if you're going for low maintenance, because that's going to give you that steady state. That's going to give you a resilient aquarium that is one that's not going to require you to come in and fix things about it because it's unstable. So I don't know how that started, but I guess they think it has too much stuff in it. It must be high maintenance, but this has a lot of stuff in it, and it is nowhere close to high maintenance, because this is a complete ecosystem in there, including specialized bacteria and inoculated by actual lake bacteria, lake soil that I brought in. And I gave it an extra surface area by that, although it works better when it's chopped up. But anyway, yeah, so to make it short, if somebody recommends a low energy system, and this goes for if it's low maintenance or not, you don't want a low energy system. I had 7 aquariums, I have all these right now, and I always tinker with stuff, and I've experimented with low energy systems and high energy systems, and it's just night and day. The high energy systems are complex systems that adapt and change and evolve, and low energy systems are just kind of dead and unstable, And it's the same in nature. Low energy systems, low net productivity ecosystems are not diverse, they're unstable, they change slowly, they adapt slower. All around, just not what you want. You actually want something like this, and that's going to give you stability that you're looking for. So if you're out there looking for a low maintenance tank, high energy is what you need, not low. Pack that up full with all the plants you can get in it. Put in like complete food web type stuff, you know, large and small stuff to, you know, work on that decomposition. I even bought pool sludge remover because the system is going to be high energy. It's also going to be fast moving. So I want the nutrient recycling to be fast moving as well. You want the whole system as a well-oiled machine, as like conveyor belts, all moving at the same speed. You don't want, you know, certain things moving quick and then the decomposition and nutrient recycling to be moving slow, as if it were a low energy system. So I got multiple things to aid in the breakdown of organic matter, and I also, you know, have the snails and the shrimp and the copepods and the clam shrimp, and they all break down stuff. It's going to greatly speed up decomposition, and decomposition is literally nutrient recycling. So everything in this tank is happening super quick, which means this thing can respond very fast to change, to disturbances that occur to it. And because it has a lot of energy flowing through it, has all the energy it needs to reorganize itself and to do so however it wants, and very quickly because of it. So yeah, high energy, the way to go. Low energy, not.